Hey, Angela Wolf here. Welcome to Behind the Scenes. And today I've been draping and sewing. So welcome everyone. Say hi. We are live today. I'm not even live in the chat. I am really live. So I'm making sure I'm checking. I see one of my weird cameras. Hold on. I'll make sure that my sound's working before I go any further. Well, maybe it'll work. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I've got like a middle one where it's like really short and it should be like a different angle. So sorry if you're looking at it and you're like, I don't even know how to change it. That's so weird. Okay. Let me try one more. I don't know. Can you hear me? We'll just keep going because it's snowing here and there are definitely gremlins out today. I guess we'll just go with that. Okay, let me just take this down. Oh, yeah. Did you see all that snow? Well, that is definitely exactly what's happening right now. There we go. Nope, that's not it. What in the world? I don't know. Zippo. I don't know why the other one's so small. So if you're getting me on the small screen, I don't know how to take it off of that. I have no idea what I clicked on. There. Oh, geez. Okay, good, Kathleen. So by the way, before I go any further, I want to thank you all for the awesome birthday wishes. I have not had a chance to reply to everyone, so I'm giving a big thank you, and I'll post a big hug to all of you. Saturday was my birthday, and we had a ball. We were snowed in. In fact, I went to my mom's house in Southern Illinois, and I was there all weekend. We had a wonderful time, but we were definitely snowed and iced in. But it was fun. We got to play games, hang out, get to see half the family or part of my family. And now I'm back in Michigan, and guess what? It is dumping snow again. So what's better to do than to sew? So those of you in Fashion Sewing Club yesterday, you saw I showed you how to make this pattern. Here, I'll give you a little preview because I know not all of you are in the club, but if you like to design clothes, you definitely should join the club. Check this out. So we took a basic pattern, and there was a lot more to it, but this style is what gave us this right here. So we have this nice big drape, and then a tank top underneath, like a modesty panel, or, well, it depends how low it goes, right? I know. Who invited the gremlins? I don't know. Somebody said you lost the sound. Nope, sound's on. So I think we're good. Okay, back to you. So the thing is, while I was playing with this design this morning, some of you gave me some great ideas. And believe it or not, I'm not embroidering today. I know, it's very quiet in here. I feel it's almost eerie, but I've been designing. So I thought, it'd be fun to drape this as well as make a pattern. And then I can control the drape. So I didn't realize how dark this outfit looks, but this is just a knit. I made it a couple years ago. It's my ruche tee. It's super comfy and warm. So drop your comments and questions in the chat. And I did see all your comments about moving the show to noon. I have a feeling that's what I'm going to do, but it won't be until next year. So just stay on to this 1:30 time. Quick announcements. Today at 4 p.m. Eastern, there's a live. I'm hosting with Dime. What's it called? Like a virtual event. And it's actually, many of you have been to these before. They're totally free. This one I chose because my friend Reen, it's her software that they're using. If you want to learn how to do in the hoop, but also by registering, it's the cutest design you've ever seen. So let me just drop the link in here to the chat for all of you. Make sure you have to register in advance, and then you can watch the replay, and then you also get the free design. Let me show you it right here. Here it is. I'll just copy and paste it. And it's today at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. Let's see if I can paste. There we go. 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain, and 1 p.m. for all my friends in California. So anyways, it's free. Sign up. I always learn something and they have great deals. So that's a fun one. Was there another announcement? No, let's just go So I've got some fabric and I would love to see your opinions. Of course, I have to get the wolf pack involved here to see what you want. And then if you have a question for me, drop a couple question marks in front of that and I won't miss it. Let's head on over to Shirley. If I can remember what number Shirley is. Here she is. All right. So this is going to be fun. Oh, thanks, Pam. Brothers Live Show was great yesterday. I see everybody in here who invited the gremlins. I know. All right, so I probably don't need my glasses for this because I can see Shirley just fine. So let me make sure I'm at the right height for you. No, I did not make my jeans. I've got scrubby jeans on with boots because the snow's this high. And I don't like to shovel. Good thing we don't have classes going on today. All right, so let me bring you over here. I think that's a good angle. Oh, this would be a nice little, I'm looking for something for New Year's Eve, remember? Well, let me just rephrase that. I'm looking for something for the holidays, which, is like about 10 days long. I made this a long time ago and it's so easy. Do you all remember this? This is such a cute outfit. I just threw it on the dress form because she was naked, but it's kind of cute. It looks like this is the Rachel, kind of a pattern hack from the Rachel. Here's the fabric if you want to get a close-up. I will find this episode on It's So Easy and drop it on Facebook today because I know I have it on YouTube. I'll leave a link for y'all. This is very cute, but that's not what we're doing today. So let me show you what I got. This fabric here. I think this was Susan's idea yesterday. No, not this one. But what we're trying to do, so for those of you that are not in the Fashion Sewing Club, you're still going to get a lot of inspiration today. You just don't know how to make the pattern unless you go watch that episode. But what it is a tank top underneath and then something drapey over it. So it's one top, but it looks like two tops. It's just kind of a cool thing. So I went through my stash. I have no idea where I even got this from. Let me see if there's like a label in here. What is this? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. That means it was probably a designer buyout. That's how I buy a lot of my fabrics. Okay. So here is, I wonder, there's like a whole bolt here. I should probably put this on the app, right? Not till I use it. So let me show you what this entails. If I can unwind it. My goodness gracious. I can't even figure out how to open my own bolt. This is a mess. It's very sparkly. See it? Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay. Where is my... I got it. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so I'm dropping the bolt. Thankfully, my floor is nice and clean. So this I found, and you can see it has a beautiful shine. There's a light stretch, so it is a knit. So I'm thinking if I make this the tank top underneath, and then take a piece of this on the bias and drape like a low cowl, I think this would look really, really good. Any thoughts? So when I found this, it's not really, it's like a really, really dark navy. But Susan mentioned something about velvet yesterday. So I was like, okay, let's see. Let's see if we can make this look good. Where's I got to get my pins, my pocket pins. Oh, everybody's saying yes, yes, yes. All right. Speaking of yes, 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 I was scrolling this weekend, some of my old live shows. How many of you are in my Craftsy classes? Do you know I did those over 10 years ago. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, and that's how I met a lot of you. So if you want to learn how to do alterations, they called them tailoring. I didn't like that. I wanted them to be called alterations because they were alterations, learning how to alter your clothes. But what do I know? So I could either, let's drape this just to see how it looks. Oh, this would look so good with a pair of black jeans. Now I am not getting super dressed up. This is like going from the boat to going to grab dinner, okay? Probably in Florida somewhere. This is I'm picturing my New Year's Eve, okay? I don't even know what we're doing yet. I don't even know where we're going to be, but this is my picture in my head. If not, I'll be here. So if I'm in Florida, it could be a tank style with no sleeves. Man, this would make a smashing gown, which I would never wear right now. But I look at the drape of this. So this is on the bias. It looks really good. So I'm thinking if there was a tank underneath this, and then had a little ruching here, cut it off, and it's just like a top to wear with like it could be a black skirt, black jeans. It could be just jeans, really. Dress up some jeans. But the sparkle on this, can you see that? I do like that. So that's one idea. The other idea, hold on, I have more. I found this piece in my stash. Very similar. Some of you have this. This was in one of the fabric stash sales. And no, I do not have any more of it. This is a knit. Let's see, is it a knit? It doesn't stretch very much. It's barely a knit. So it'd have to be something, it almost looks like liquid metal. Look closely. Isn't that beautiful? So again, another one that could be draped, or I could use it as a tank underneath something. This is definitely navy. So I brought both of these up because I'm thinking I better make a couple tops for the holidays. But this is definitely one. So now I just need your vote. Do you think, let me move her around. Should I do a tank top and have this as the outer top? There's a few questions here. So leave me, it's going to take you a little bit to type. Sleeveless or long sleeve? I could do sleeves with the little cutouts. That would be cute. And I also have one more piece of fabric here to choose from, which I thought this might look good with this. Black velvet. Who doesn't love black stretch velvet? Yes, I do have this on my website. If I run out of black velvet, I go crazy because I love that fabric, as long as I'm not getting pins everywhere. So my other option was to take this and make it more of a tank top. I better check how much stretch is on this. Enough for a tank. So what if this was tighter? I'll just wrap it around the back. Okay. And then as long as you don't see the back side, it's like a stain. There's a stain on there. I don't know what that would be from. But I could then take the black velvet and place that on here. Let me do this on the bias so it really drapes nice. I need more fabric off the bolt. Okay. Here you go. I don't know. I like the sparkles underneath. Okay, let me find my pins. I can't reach. I have to step back and see this. So now you have the sparkle underneath, and then you have the drape here. That's not bad. That's a little too formal for me. Let me see what you all are saying up here. I don't mind that, but it's not my fave. Does anybody have any suggestions on there? I will go get my glasses while you're thinking about that. Now that my whole studio looks like a bomb hit back here, I've got fabric. It was so clean when we started. Was so clean. Okay, which one do you like? You think once I get the drape, it'll look nice? Okay, maybe. Glenda says no. Hey, April. Oh, Susan, you like it. Which one do you like? The velvet with the sparkles or just the sparkle? Oh, you like this, the tank with the velvet over it. Oh, you guys have a lot of good ideas. I'm thinking the fabric almost looks metallic. It has some light stretch. It would work as a fitted tank. I probably would not wear it unless it had ruching, or you would see every wrinkle. Not that I have any. Remember, it's my birthday. I get like a week off of wrinkles. That's it. That's it. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing. Okay, Susan says, if we don't want a lot of bulk, do we start the cowl neck higher? Yeah, you do. So if you don't want a lot of bulk, or you don't want it, like on this one here, I was showing everyone in Fashion Sewing Club. See how low this cowl is? It had to be fitted down here. Otherwise, it looked like, I don't know. It was not very flattering. We'll go with that. Darlene, will the design work with 4x4? Oh, the free design? Let me look. I don't know. It's not very big. Did you see it? It's very cute. I dropped it in the Angela of Patterns Facebook group. Shirley says, I don't think the link is working. If you copy and paste it, I saw a couple people saying they couldn't get in, and I tried it and I got in just fine. So copy and paste it, and that might be helpful. I do have another link I could leave as well if you want to try this link. Let's see. Not that one. Otherwise, you'll join me live. Here's another link that might work for you. Try this. See if that works. All right, what else do you got for me? Thanks. Oh, that would be kind of pretty. Do the tank on the wrong side of the cowl and sparkle. Oh, Pam, that would be good. Pam, by the way, check your email. I sent you an email yesterday. Okay, you're saying yes, yes, no, no. Tulle. Oh, tulle embroidery sleeves. Now, that would be hot with that, wouldn't it? I never even thought about that. Then it would look like invisible tattoos. Maybe do some silver metallic with some black and a dark gray. Ooh, Amanda, I like the way you're thinking. You definitely know me very, very, very well. Yes, it's very hard for me to have something without embroidery on it. Oh, that would be cool. Sparkle underneath the velvet, everyone says. Sparkles, sparkles. The first has a nicer drape. I was thinking that too. All right, well, let's go. Let's go drape this pattern then, because that was kind of the whole goal. I have a pattern where I can do pattern drafting, but this time we're going to drape. So I have some spare fabric, and it's green, so you can see it really well. This actually is pretty rich, though. I have to say, when I step back, that sparkle under there with that black is very good looking. And you cannot tell it's navy at all. I think I might have to make two of these because I've got enough fabric to make like 5 of them. Okay. Somebody, ow! I just pinned myself. That was a good one too. Somebody asked me the other day, how much fabric do you buy when you see some fabric? Like, what's your quantity that you buy? Obviously, it's by the bolt, but I never really know exactly what I want to make. And then, of course, I sell the extra on my website. So you never know. but usually 3 yards, a minimum of 3 yards, to answer the question, whoever asked that. All right, so we're definitely going to have a little bit of blood action. Susan, where are the Band-Aids? I've got a separate stash here just for you, and I forgot where they are, so I better go find them. All right, so this is just muslin fabric. All right. Is it a knit? No, because I didn't have any knit up here, but I'm doing this one out of just a regular cotton fabric. And the reason being is that neither of those fabrics have a ton of stretch. So whatever pattern I design, I can then take in the sides a little bit if I need to, but the neckline and everything and shoulders should be fine. All right, so I'm taking this on the bias. Now, in the pattern that we did yesterday in Fashion Sewing Club, I showed how to make a full reverse. I'm not doing that for the pattern. For the pattern, you're just trying to get an idea of how low you want that drape to go. How low do you want to go? So, even though this is the bias, it's not going to drape quite as nice as a knit, but it will give me an idea of how low this will go and how tight I need to make it elsewhere. So start here. I want it to go lower than that. Maybe, since it's just a pattern, I changed my mind. I'm not going to put it on the bias for this, just so I can make a little bit wider area here for my pattern. I will fold it over so I can kind of get the official drape. Okay. Oh, I like that. If it's low like that, it kind of, then the sparkles will really come out. All right. It looks nice. I know. Joe, love the dress form. I love this. Don't forget, guys, that if you have this, the arms go in and out. I'm leaving them out. Did they go back out? There, they're out. And this one is pretty close to my size. Might need a little more up here, but it'll work for my pattern. All right. So this drape right now is really low. I want the shoulders to come up just a little bit. All right, I changed my mind again. I'm gonna do the shoulders without folding it under. I mean, I know that the edge of this fabric will be the fold for the cowl. I have a fold in the fabric so I can see where the center is. I think that would be pretty good looking down there, because then you have your sparkles coming through. Now, if you weren't wearing anything underneath of it, might be a good bathing suit cover up. All right, so we don't want a lot of bulk. So the main thing I want to do is just make sure that the rest of this is tight enough. Let's just start cutting. I'll just be quiet. You see? Okay. Now, because this dress form is not exactly to my size, I will drape the pattern and then I will take it to my own pattern and compare down through here to make sure it fits okay. All right, let's see how we're looking. I know, usually I use my bigger scissors, but this will work. You see this one here? All right, let's see what we got. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way so you can't see, and I'm cutting backwards. It's very awkward. All right. Here's the shoulder. Now the back piece is just going to be a regular back piece. That one got cut a little bit more than I would like it to. It's all right. We're going to make it work. And then okay. Anybody just logging in is probably thinking, that's a really low cut top. But remember, you're going to have a sparkly tank top underneath. It's going to be perfect. Let's just shape this up a little bit. I'm really making a big mess here today. And this one will have a little bit of ruching in it, so I'm going to scrunch this up just a little. This is the part that Susan was asking about. If you want it to be a little tighter through here and the drape to go over that tightness, what I'm trying to do is make it fitted through here and then let this cowl hang over without having two pieces of fabric, if that makes any sense. I think we're getting there though. Can you see that? I'm trying to see which part. We're on two different lenses today. We've got the wide angle for some of you on YouTube and the tall skinny one. So I'm trying to keep Shirley in the middle of the tall skinny one. So this part will all be ruched. I'll go ahead and cut that off because we don't need it. How's that looking? Not bad. And then this side, I don't mind that. It is very low, but if this was on the bias, this would drape really nice. If you already cut it and you're thinking, I want it to be higher, you could always lift it up a little bit, but I got rid of most of that fabric, so we're going to leave it. I don't know what is going on with my pins today. This looks okay. A few more changes under here. And this side needs to be a little bit smaller. I like the asymmetrical look. You all know I love that all the time anyways, so here you go. I like it. Yeah, I really like that. So from the side, this is all fitted through here. You got the ruching, so it's flattery on your tummy and everything. And then here, this drapes over. I'll have the sparkly tank underneath. I'm loving the idea of maybe doing this out of velvet and having embroidered sleeves, my invisible tattooed sleeves. I like that idea a lot. And I just need to make a little bit more here. This is kind of acting really strange. So I'm taking this up a little bit, cutting around the armhole a little better. I'll compare it to the armhole. I will compare it to my pattern to make sure that it's the right curve. And then all of this is knit, so it should lay fine. Since it's not on the bias, it's hanging a little weird. But if I step away, let me just check this out. Yeah, I like it. So my next step will be to mark. I'm going to mark my shoulder up here. My side seams I'll mark with a Sharpie here. I'm not going to cut right along it because I want to just lay it out so I can make sure that the lines I'm cutting for the pattern aren't like all over the place. Here, I'll draw some lines. And then I will cut this out of an inexpensive knit because I want to see if it's still going to drape nicely. Now that's out of just a cotton fabric. It's not going to drape nice no matter what I do, even if I did it on the bias, but it doesn't stretch. So this will give me a true sizing for how it's going to look when it's cut out of a knit. Make sense? All right, what else? How do you mark it to take it back and compare it to your pattern? I'll show you because I'm going to do it with a Sharpie. I do too. Could you have the cowl in the back? Yeah. Did you ever see the top that I made? I'll go get it. Okay, hold there. Hold tight. I made this. Let's see. Where is it hanging? Here it is. Lorraine. I made this in a design contest. I actually have 2 of these. And this was all designed by Draping. I'll bring it up to the front camera first. This is so cute. So look, here is, so the front of this top, I made this many, many years ago, is draped. So it's like this, kind of a V. And the back is a cowl. It's very, very cute, attractive. It's fitted through the bust area. And then these petals are all cut on the bias. Yeah, this was one of my first fashion design contests. It was the year that I won audience favorite, but I didn't win till the next year. But this was the top. I'll put it on a dress form so you can see it. Great question though. Oh, what she did on the wine bag yesterday, Pam, was so cool with the snowflakes. Weren't the snowflakes from Art Spira? I think it was. Okay, so do you want to see this? I'll take you back over there and show you it on a dress form to give you an idea. While I do that, I will mark this for my pattern. So, hold tight. I'll put this on in just a second. Not me, Shirley. Okay, so on the sides, because I mentioned that I'm a little bustier than Shirley here, so what I like to do is I will mark the side seam with the ruching gathered with my Sharpie, and I'm following the side seam on my dress form. Remember, you don't want your side seams to push toward the front or back. They should hang perpendicular. So this will at least give me a guide. Okay, this looks good through here. And then my shoulder seam. And then I'll mark my shoulder seam on this side. I know you can't see up here, so you have to just trust me. I'm hugging my dress form. I got the armhole, and then here on the side, I will also mark there you go. The rest of this doesn't matter. This is your cowl. I know this is the edge of my fabric, so I'll take this off now and show you what it looks like. I love draping. You know, when I used to design clothes for people before I started a pattern collection for you guys, I pretty much draped every single design. I hardly ever used a flat pattern. Okay, so we'll look at this. But before I do that, I'll put this cute top on here. I'll show you how this is. So this is all silk. And on the side, there's a hidden zipper right there, because you have to get into it, remember? And you would do the same thing if you had a cowl that was not stretchy. You have to be able to get into this little sucker. Now, I don't remember what size this was. It might be too big or too small for this dress form. Let me try. Because I think I was about a size 4 when I made this. And this is a dress form is a size 10. Well, let me take the arms off. We'll see. Although this is a 10, this is dress forms are not, like if you try to go to ready to wear, they're not the same, if you know what I mean. All right. Well, we might squeeze her in there. Maybe. Might not ever get her off. Okay, I'll go back to my smaller dress form and show you. I don't want to rip it. Okay, come on over here. What did I do with my shirt? Here it is. Come on over to the table. I know, I'm kind of laughing about that. Well, at least it wasn't me trying to put it over my head, right? Oh my gosh, I just looked outside. It is pouring snow again. What in the world? What are we going to do with all this snow? Seriously. Oh. I'm going to put it on a different dress form, one that it fits, right? Okay. Wrong one, sorry. I'm giving you the tour around the studio. You can see what I've been filming all day today. First of all, here's this top a little closer. So here's the front, and I'll put a piece of paper under it so you can see. The front was all draped. So it was draped and draped. Little gathers to be able to fit the bust. At the top is just a little binding to hold that together. You've got the band here, and these are all cut on the bias. And the back cowl, this hangs so nicely. I'll put the piece of paper under after I show you it. Look at how nice that drapes. So again, this is the back cowl. Just like that. And then again, the hidden zippers right here on the side. That means you'll be able to actually get into the garment. I'm trying to see which camera. For those of you that are watching the vertical, make sure you can see the whole thing. I know on the big one you can see it, but so these are draped, and then the back is right here. This is all on the bias, and there's the cowl. It's beautiful, isn't it? Pam, did you just say my floor looks like Eleanor Burns came to visit? It sure does. Eleanor and I have a lot in common. Okay, so here's what I cut. So first of all, take a look at this seam. It's a little wonky. I would want to make sure that it's straight. So I'm going to cut just outside, like for a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And I know that my top is going to go in and then out for the hip area. So that looks pretty good compared to a pattern. So just like compare it to here. I got a mini pattern so you can see this. I want that to look very similar. This is a plus size, so I might not need that much down here, but it's still the same thing. Goes in and down, out. There's my shoulder seam. Leave myself a seam allowance there. Now on this area here, I did not add a seam allowance, but see how that has such, this was that left side. I didn't like it very much, but see how it goes down and out? Well, this area needs to be curved. So I would lay my regular pattern down and it would probably, the armhole would look a little more like this. And this is what I always mention to you all when you're designing patterns or you're fitting yourself. There are certain shapes and sizes that should not change. See how much nicer that looks for the armhole? That's much better. All right. Oh, I know, Lisa. I love silk. Love, love, love. Okay, here's my other shoulder. Leaving my seam allowance. I probably really should cut this without the seam allowance everywhere so I don't forget that the front and the armholes did not have a seam allowance, but that's all right. I'll just leave it for now. This one looks much better. See the curve of this one? Bring it over here a little bit. Now it's jagged, a jagged edge because I was cutting while trying to make sure you could see. Now, if I was doing it on my own, I would have been cutting at a little bit different angle. But see how nice that looks? Now that's like a regular armhole. And then last but not least, this is the side that we had all the ruching. So what I like to do is I will take this part. Let's compare both of these together. And if one side fits better than the other, I will use that. But that's pretty good. My shoulders match. My side seam is going to match. I'm going to just make both my arm size the same. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay, now folding my pattern in half. Notice I have that center front crease. I'll just fold it along that crease. It's an easy way so I can check that the right and left sides match because I want them to match. So there's the armhole. This is the side seam here. I'll bring this over just a little bit so you can see it. So if I were to cut this, it looks like this was way in and way over. That should not look that way. So I'm going to cut it how it should look, and we'll see what we got. I'm going to cut both of these together. This one is really jagged. Let's see. I might change this just a little bit. And again, this is just test fitting. When I go to cut my next pattern, I'll make sure that all of this matches. That looks a little better. And then let's check this armhole again. One of these is different. I'm going to leave them for now. I'll just pick which side I like the best. So now you go back to your dress form. Oh my word. You are not kidding. What a hot mess am I making over here? Holy moly. Hey, Kathleen, I will ask Joe. He called and asked if I wanted a discount for the wolf pack. So we should ask for one if you'd like one. Did I mark the bottom line on the cowl? No. Oh, Kathleen, when I do the Sharpie, I make sure I'm just barely touching it. You do not want Sharpie on your dress form. Any other questions? Hey, Barbara, how are you? Great to see you. Okay, come on over. Let's go back over here to Shirley. What did I do with my pins this time? They're not in my pocket. They are over here. Hey, Barbara, and everyone that goes to the Houston Quilt Fest. Speaking of announcements, did you see they changed the dates? I just saw it on Facebook. We were all a little perturbed because it was the week before Thanksgiving, and I know that was the only date that they could get, so I felt really bad for them. But thankfully, the date has been changed to the week prior. So nobody wants to fly the Monday of Thanksgiving week unless you're a college student or you're trying to get to your family. You do not want to travel for work that week. Trust me. Ask me how I know. Look at how many flights were canceled this week. So anyways, they changed the dates for next year. And if you look on their post on Facebook, they'll tell you why and some other changes they're making. So I'm wishing them the best. I've been going to Houston Quilt Fest for a long time, thanks to Brother and All Brands. And I hope to be there again. And I'll be much happier with this date than the week before Thanksgiving. All right. So let's see how this starts shaping up. So this is the one that was marked way in. And I had some ruching on here, so that might have been a difference. But I'm just going to mark it here first and let it drape. Now let's mark this. And again, for those that just popped in, this is not on the bias yet. It's just a pattern. So if it looks like I have, this could be leftovers, for Thanksgiving, it'd make a great catch-all. That's not the point of this outfit, okay? So if you missed the beginning, just to be clear, there's a lot more going on here. This would be like a good bib, wouldn't it? Be like, hey, you'd fit a whole turkey down there. That is not very attractive. Yeah, I can tell. Can you tell I've been in the snow too long? Definitely. Oh, by the way, for those of you that like to watch the Brothers shows, Tina was on yesterday. And I'll tell you what, it was one of the best episodes for using the matrix feature or the border feature if you have that on your machine for designing fabric. As Pam mentioned, she did something with snowflakes. I loved it. It was so cool. And then she used my design center and the matrix feature, which I never in a million years would have thought of. I swear I don't think that woman sleeps. She comes up with the coolest ideas. This isn't looking bad. Actually, my cutting was pretty good. So as I pin this where the ruching would go, I'll do another check here on the side, but I think we're good. So the only thing that I see, which is very clear, see where my Sharpie line is here? And notice how I cut way away from it. I just didn't feel like that was the right spot. I was wrong. So I will need to cut a little closer to that Sharpie because that's where the side seam is. And then you got the front. We'll add some beautiful sparkles in here. You know what would look really good in there? Now that you talked about embroidery, like a sheer tulle with embroidery all over. You'd have to have a lot of embroidery, but that would be pretty too. All these ideas. All right, so there's the other side. I think we're good. I love it. So that's going to be my new top. Now I just have to decide what fabric I want to use. So that is your tutorial today. Super fun. Oh, did you miss it, Jenny? It was on Brother Sew's YouTube and Facebook page. I know, Jenny. I'm happy about that. I know, Barbara. I saw that. They don't. Someone said, I don't know if it's true, but someone said This is not my words, and just what I heard, that somebody else bought the convention center, and so people are bidding for the different dates. So I don't know if there's any truth to that. I just know the Houston Quilt Fest has been a great show for a lot of years. They go through a lot of work. So hopefully this new date will make everybody happy, or at least get it going. And they canceled the quilt market, so it's just going to be Quilt Fest. Kathleen, do I have twill tape? Yes, white and black. Is it not? Is it on my website? Let me check. I'll drop my website here for anybody who's looking for it. If it's not, I will put it on right when we're done here. Some of you asked about the scissors. Yes, the Kai scissors. If you want your name and the Angela Wolf logo, you can email me any scissor and I will check with Jeff and they'll do that for me. So I know, I love it. Well, not for me, but for both of us. It's very cool. So on the website, let me see if there's tulle. When I travel, I take a lot of stuff off the website because I'm not here to do shipping. Oh, I don't see it. I will add it. I will add it there. Thanks, Kathleen, because I do have black and I do have white. Great to see you. Great photo, by the way. All right, any questions for me? Oh, I know, Lorraine. Wasn't that cool? Yeah, very fun. All right, so what else is coming up this week? Yeah, this would work for men. Which part? The sewing, the cowl, or whatever you want. It's the same thing. Cowl is a cowl. Pattern is a pattern. There was something you just asked me and I totally squirreled. I'll put the twill tape up. Scissors. If you want them before Christmas as a gift, you can just email me the number of the Kai scissors you want or go to my website and find them. I have quite a bit in stock. If I have them in stock, it'll have the Angela Wolf logo, but it won't have your name. So if you want your name, you just got to get it in before they take off for the holidays. Any last minute questions? Well, it's great to see you all. I hope you have a fabulous day. I'm going to go. Oh my gosh, it's dumping snow. I'm going to try to get home before it snows even more. Don't forget, today at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have a live show. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's featuring my friend Reen's new software in the hoop designs. I got to show you this design. I don't know if you saw this. Let me bring it up. Hold on. For those that have to go ahead and go. But I'm going to show it to you because it's really cool. I think this is the link. I saw some of you saying the links weren't working, so I added another link for you. Okay, here it is. You ready? I'll share my page so you can see it. It says, yeah, I'll be safe. I'll try to be safe. I don't live far from my office. Someone asked me one day, don't you work from home? Nope, I don't. My office is about a mile away, though. Okay, so here is, once you log in to the link I gave you, this is where you'll watch it. Now, it's not live yet. It's not live for 89 minutes. You can click Notify Me. This is where you can type messages. This is for our live show. Let's see what they have on sale for us. This is always the exciting part. Oh, there's the In the Hoop. Oh, there's a lot of cool things in here. A lot of Reen's patterns. Oh, the hoop and press pads. Those are awesome. See what else we have in here. Let's see. Click next page. I'll show you what's the free one. This is cool. Hey, Glenda, you guys made it back okay, which is good. Let's see. There's the hoop mat. I love that thing. I love the pink one. I have a blue one, but I think the pink one's bigger. So if you're into embroidery or you want to learn a little bit about embroidery, this is a great place. It's totally free. Of course, they do a sales pitch, but that's part of what it is, you know, for people who want to get good, sparkle vinyl, people who want to get good deals. Where's the free design? I'll show you. Lots of embroidery thread. Stabilizer. Those are the thread trays. Those are the same thread trays I have. They're just not the Angela Wolf logo ones. So the Angela Wolf logo ones are on my website, just so you know. Somebody asked that. I think somebody bought them and they're like, I thought your logo was on there. Well, they are if you get the ones on my website. And then you got hoops. There it is. This is the free design. Look at how cute this is. I'll see what size hoop it goes for. Enjoy little things. Everybody needs something for their lip gloss and their money. You just have to add it to your cart, and then you can check out. It's $0. So if you sign up, at least you get that. And I always like to point that out because someone said one day, well, I like those events, but I don't want to buy. You don't have to buy. Just come and join and hang out. If you want to learn, I always pick up new tips. I always do. And I love embroidery. So I'm going to be watching like you are. And if it keeps snowing like this, we'll both be drinking hot tea or hot chocolate. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, everyone. Have a great day. If I missed, oh, hey, Jill, how are you? Oh, is she on SMP? I didn't even see that. You know where to find me tomorrow. Oh, it's a 5x7. Thanks, Esther. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Peg. So if you need anything, you know where to find me. Tomorrow I will be live on Brother's site, and lots of marshmallows for sure. And on Brother's site tomorrow, who do we have on the live show? May Flom. She hasn't been on in a while, and she's going to be showing how to draw with the scan and cut and how to do some hand embroidery. So this might be a really good kids episode because kids love hand embroidery. And in the meantime, if you're watching the replay, be sure to leave me a note, hit thumbs up, hit subscribe. You'll never miss a live show. You really want to subscribe on YouTube. You want to know why? Because if I change the time to noon or I test it, you'll get an alert before I go live. That way you're not going to miss it and say, oh my gosh, the show was an hour and a half ago. So hit subscribe, and it helps me out as well to try to grow. And if you have friends that like to sew, share this with them. Last but not least, if you want to learn how to make this top from a pattern, I showed the pattern alterations yesterday on Fashion Sewing Club. So if you go to angelawolf.com, there's Fashion Sewing Club. If you would like a free trial to the Fashion Sewing Club, you have to email me. I don't offer that just for free on there, but if you would love to say, hey, I want to see if this is something I want, let me know. I will let you in. You can join our next live show because we do 2 live streams a month that's private. It's not on YouTube or Facebook. So great to see you all. Stay warm, and I will talk to you later. Bye.